What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're reviewing Tough Guys Don't Dance from 1987 from Vinegar Syndrome. Stay tuned. Alright, again, welcome back. Kind of slacking on these reviews. This was the last one I need to do for the August package from Vinegar Syndrome. But before I go any farther, if you guys would be so kind to hit that like, hit that subscribe, all that good stuff if you haven't already. I would really appreciate that. Hit that drop down box in the description there. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Patreon links there, Amazon wishlist, Letterboxd, all that good stuff. If you guys are interested in any of that as well. And yeah, let's continue on to the movie. This is one of those movies that's so bad it's good for some people. Other people just think it's bad. Other people actually think it's just a really good movie. So it's kind of all over the place as far as opinions on this one. Very strange film. I've only viewed it, well, I viewed it twice. I watched it with the commentary as well. And I still don't know exactly what was going on in this. It's pretty much a film about framing someone for murder. You have Hauser, who plays Regency. He's the chief of police or whatever, and you have Ryan O'Neal, who plays Tim. Hauser character is, I'm dropping the movie here, is pretty much setting him up to make it look like he's committed murder, and he's got to figure out a way to out of this. So that's like your main plot of this. There's so many other things that are going on in here as well, along with a cast of a lot of people. Again, Hauser as Regency, pretty much I'll say the bad guy in this, and you know, he did a fantastic job, as Hauser always does, and definitely has some really good lines as well.
Because if she does, that little nosebleed on the front seat of your Jeep, it's gonna look like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You've done a lot of thinking. Let's have a drink. What?
Yeah, just kind of showing you guys some things from each actor here. Of course, Ryan O'Neal as Tim, the most infamous scene in this movie, the one thing that this movie is definitely known for. So let's go ahead and roll that scene, because I know you guys have seen it a million times, but maybe some of you haven't. So let's just roll that scene anyways.
Oh man! Oh God! Oh man! Oh God! Oh man! Oh God! Oh man! Oh God! Oh man!
Yeah, so pretty much everybody wanted that scene out of the movie except for the director, of course, being Norman Mailer on this one, who was mainly known for writing and things like that, but decided he wanted to direct this film. So yeah. You also have other questionable lines in this movie as well from other actors. I already forgot everyone's name. I do apologize. It's been a week or more since I've watched this. So, but yeah, just take a look at this scene here.
My pussy hair was bright gold in high school until I went out and scorched it with the football team.
Yeah, so you guys get the idea of the kind of dialogue and everything that is involved in this movie. You also have Clarence Williams III, who you guys might recognize from Tales from the Hood, Half Baked. He was on the Mod Squad, the original Mod Squad series, things like that. He's only in, I think, maybe 2 scenes, but it was still cool to see him in this. I never hear anybody talk about him having a little, I'll say cameo, you know, having a very small bit part in this. So I'll go ahead and show you guys some of that.
I was her chauffeur once. Maybe she digs chauffeurs. Now you watch your mouth.
She wanted me to kill her husband. She wanted us to live on his money.
Watley Meats?
That's the man.
But you didn't do it.
I couldn't get that heavy shit to flush.
Well, how come she got the money then?
Divorce, man. You make more money from divorce than a drug run.
Figures.
And you also have Penn in here from Penn and Teller. Again, he's only in a couple scenes as well. He plays the, I guess, husband of this woman who Tim and his woman, played by Isabella Rossellini, they decide to go and have a couple swap, and Penn is a pastor at a church as well, so that's a little strange. But go ahead and show you guys some of his scene here.
Brethren, it was a vision of the end of time. I saw two women grinding corn. The Bible says there will be two women grinding corn.
So yeah, an all-star cast in this movie, and Francis Ford Coppola is actually one of the producers on here as well. So why did this movie fail so miserably? Well, the dialogue is something to be desired in here as well. They definitely don't talk like normal people talk. They talk kind of like they're reading a novel or something like that. You know, you have, again, Hauser as Tim. He plays this writer, and he's pretty much narrates this whole movie as well. And the whole thing is pretty much done in flashbacks, and there's even flashbacks inside of flashbacks. The character of Wardley, I forget his name, the actor on that, it's John Bedford Lloyd. He was probably my favorite character in this, to be honest. He had some of the best lines, and I just loved the way he talked and everything. So I'll go ahead and show you guys a clip of his scenes as well.
And I am about to go into business with you two unspeakable sleazos. I know I am out of my mind, but I have never felt more alive.
All right!
Yeah!
Yeah, so you guys get the idea of how weird and crazy this movie is. You also have Lawrence Tierney in here as well, who plays Tim's dad. Ryan O'Neal's character, he plays his dad, and he's kind of telling this story of what happened, how you get to this point that the movie starts at, and does the flashbacks and things like that. And of course, he did a really good job. He was probably technically the best actor in this.
Should you drink?
6 months ago, they told me to stop, or I was dead. I stopped. Now the spirits circle around my bed and they tell me to dance. I tell them, tough guys don't dance. They answer me, keep dancing. You know, son, my illness makes me think you're all I got. I don't want to die without you knowing my regard for you.
And I really love his role towards the end of the film as well, and some of the lines that he has there, which I'm not going to spoil everything for you guys, because I feel like a lot of people still haven't actually seen this movie. I feel like a lot of people have seen that clip, the infamous clip, but I don't think a lot of people have actually seen the film itself. So I'm going to leave that out so I don't spoil the ending for you guys. But some of the stuff he says towards the end is really good. And definitely, like I said, the best actor technically in this. But I liked Wardley's character. He's actually one of the ones who says that he wasn't even there, and I see what happened.
Tim, I believe it's the kind of moment where we're able to see what others have done when we weren't there.
Something like that.
And that's where you have like the flashback inside the flashback of like of something that somebody wasn't even a part of, which is really interesting. And he's kind of into guys and girls. You have another character that's into guys as well.
In what way demented?
I could fuck your woman right in front of you.
Only if the lady agrees.
She'll agree. Come here, Jessica. Take a look at that.
But he's with a woman and all kinds of weird stuff. You have the character of Tim finds a severed head in his marijuana stash, which, for one, I don't understand why he had this marijuana stash all the way out in like the middle of the fucking woods. Was kind of weird, like under some rocks and shit. When the scene was going on where he was talking to Hauser's character about this, I thought he had like a field of marijuana or something like that, but it's like a little cubby inside some rocks. Like, you know, why don't you just hide that shit like in your house or, you know, close by where you live or something, but instead of all the way out here? I mean, it couldn't have been that much. But anyways, just a very, very strange film. And everybody's just like fucking everybody over. Ryan O'Neal's other half in this movie, it flashbacks to where her plan is to marry a rich man and then, you know, leave him and get all his money and make Ryan O'Neal's character a writer, because that's really what he wants to be, and he's a writer that doesn't even fucking write.
You could be whatever you want to be. What be?
A writer.
A writer. Well, I want to get rid of Big Stupid and be an airline stewardess. Find a rich guy, marry him. Then we'll meet again. I'll divorce the rich man, marry you, and make you a writer.
You gonna give me all this for one night?
You mock me for life.
It's just a weird fucking movie. It's hard to follow. You're gonna have to watch this probably more than once. I mean, I understood the gist of it. There is some really good cinematography in this as well. I will give it that, and the acting is actually really good from everyone in here. It's just the lines that they're given in this movie, just nobody talks that way, you know? And there's even an interview on here, an archival interview with Norman Mailer, and he says something about if he could do it over again, he would just have all the flashbacks at the beginning and then just, you know, go like a regular movie after that, you know, instead of having flashbacks and then cutting back to Ryan O'Neal and Lawrence Tierney's character, and then back again, and then back again, and then, you know, a flashback inside of that flashback. And it's just, the way this movie is shot is just so weird. But he wouldn't let anyone else touch the script, do any rewrites or anything like that. And, you know, he was pretty stubborn when it came down to that. But I actually really liked this movie. I don't know what it was about it. I just did. And it's full of features. I wrote everything down for you guys. So, on the back here, too, let's take a look at the package. Very nice slipcover. Here's the back. And you have quotes on here. Critics are raving, bold, innovative, wonderful. And then another one says, stinks, giant death orgy with lots of maniacs, one of the worst movies ever, my grandmother could do better. Excellent, crazy entertainment, very funny. And then we have gross, sleazy garbage. Quick turns of plot, enjoyed having to think. And then to whoever wrote this has never read a good book. So, yeah. A strange tattoo, a jilted lover, and murder. That was another scene that the Tim character wakes up with this tattoo. Has no idea where he got it. It looks like it healed extremely fast, and the guy that he's talking to, he's like, did you do this tattoo? And he's like, yep. and there's no one else around here, so there's only like one person who does tattoos in this whole area. And another interesting thing too is all the interior scenes in the main house was Norman Mailer's house, so that was pretty cool. Beautiful landscape though. I really love the town that this was shot in. I already forget the name of it. I can't. Provincetown, I think, is what it was, something like that. But again, beautiful cinematography, great acting. It's just, God, the movie is just a mess. You have drugs, you have murder, everybody doing fucking cocaine. Everybody is just not a lot of well, there's sex, but there's not a lot of nudity. There's like one scene towards the beginning, and that kind of makes you think there's going to be a lot, but there's really not. And yeah, it's just weird. Let's move on to the features though. Let's see what the case says here. New scan and restored in 2K from the 35mm interpositive. You Don't Have to Make Me Any Nuttier, which is an interview with Wings Hauser. It runs about 10 minutes. He talks about growing up. He's talks about his dad building this theater and everything, getting busted for marijuana back in the day. He talks about meeting Norman Mailer and them two not getting along at all at first, but eventually they started to get along. And he talks about working with Ryan O'Neal and other members of the cast and things like that. But seems like a really cool guy. Again, that's about it's either a 10 or a 6. I can't read my own writing, so it's either 10 minutes or 16 minutes. I apologize. And you also have Shooting Helltown interview with cinematographer John Bailey. Runs about 16 minutes. He talks about his experience with Norman Mailer. He talks about Wings Hauser and the other cast members and things like that. Talks about how they got certain shots and everything. And he definitely talks about the oh man, oh God scene and how everybody, again, just wanted that scene out of there, but Norman Mailer insisting that it stays in. Again, runs about 16 minutes on that. My Dad in Motion, an interview with Michael Mailer, son of Norman Mailer. That runs just like 5 minutes. He talks about the shooting locations and talks about the film itself and how it was ahead of its time and everything. Again, very short, just a 5-minute little interview with him. You have a Crazy Wild Spooky Movie interview with J. Michael Lennon, who is Norman Mailer's biographer, official biographer. Runs about 15 minutes. He talks about how he got that role, how he became his biographer and everything, and how he wrote the novel in 61 days. He was pretty much, on contract with the publisher and everything, and he had X amount of time to crank out another novel, so this got done in 61 days. Again, how Norman Mailer wouldn't take any one's help with the script or anything, turned everybody down on any kind of rewrites and things like that. Talks the infamous oh man, oh God scene, of course. I think everybody kind of touched on that during the interviews on here. And he talks about how they shot the movie itself in 65 days. So it took him just as long to shoot the movie as it did to write the book, pretty much. Again, runs about 15 minutes on that. And then you have a 30-minute archival featurette with Norman Mailer in Provincetown. Talks about how the book and movie came about, and talks about all the actors and everything. And this is a 2003 archival interview. Of course, Norman Mailer is no longer with us. But again, he talks about, like I mentioned before, how if he could do it again, he would have all those flashbacks and everything at the beginning of the film and make it a regular movie after that. I keep going back and forth between movie and film, so that's just the way that I talk. All right, so that's it for your features on here. Again, very interesting film. I say it's worth adding to the collection, to be honest with you, because I think it's something you're going to have to watch more than once, and I think it's something everybody should experience, because I've never seen anything like this. And again, the slip is really nice. It's made to look like a book or something. And let's take a look at the inside as well. There was your reverse art on here, and here is your disc art. very nice release. The picture looks great. The audio is great. Just an all-around great release from Vinegar Syndrome. Like I would say always, but there's been a couple audio issues that I've seen in recent times. But all around, this is a very solid release from Vinegar Syndrome. And yeah, I think it's worth adding to the collection again. Plenty of features on here. The commentary is really great as well. And I'm looking at the back here, and I don't even see it listed on here. So I can't remember who it was with, but I know he talks like nonstop and very informative, and a really good commentary track. So again, worth picking up. So I think that's going to about do it for this review, guys. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of this down in the comments below, and hopefully we can start reviewing the next Vinegar Syndrome package here soon. I'm really looking forward to quite a few titles in that one. And yeah, check out my other reviews on the channel. There is a reviews playlist if you guys want to skim through that. There's a lot of Vinegar Syndrome, Arrow stuff, mostly boutique label stuff, boutique, whatever. And yeah, that's going to do it for this video, guys. So thank you for watching. You guys are fucking awesome. And have a wonderful day. Peace, love, happiness, as always, guys. I'll catch y'all next time. Later.
Would you believe it? That sobers me up. Trying to be a gentleman. Leave town quietly so I don't have to haul you in, Madden.